Good afternoon. I'm here this afternoon with a persuasive speech about the benefits of small scale classrooms versus large classrooms. Today, I would like to talk about two different kinds of schools that are available other than your standard public school system. There are alt schools and there are micro schools. Now, what is an alt school? An alt school focuses on a students led sort of curriculum where they involve the students in decision making and they involve the students in problem solving tasks with a teacher working as a guide and with curriculum more loosely based but still guided. A micro school would be something along the lines of an academy, a private school, or a homeschool system. Now, I was homeschooled, and that was from kindergarten through 12th grade. My parents graduated 4 students from their school, so mine was a very micro school. And I find that it did serve me well. Um, my academic achievements following graduating from homeschool, I was accepted into a leading university here in Florida, which is now known as Adventist Health University. At the time, it was Florida Hospitals College of Health Sciences, but now it is a university. So, the benefits that I saw for myself with small scale school opportunities was that the curriculum was very oriented towards the individual skill sets. And it was able to work around my ADHD and allow me movement freedom. I was allowed to basically do what I pleased at my desk as far as movement went, as long as it wasn't interfering with my siblings. And that was very helpful to me with such an active mind and an active body. Now, some of the other benefits, the children can be more involved in choosing curriculum activities, not necessarily the curriculum itself, obviously, but what activities to incorporate into subject matter. So, for example, a child who might really love building cars can be taught mathematics, physics. It can be taught so many different aspects of creativity and artistic talents in this process as well. You can really incorporate probably half a dozen different subjects into the one project and thereby, educate the child in such a way that it's interesting to them and that they're motivated to participate. And they also retain the learning very well when they are self-motivated like that. So in the alt schools, there are two different ones that I researched. One is called Acton Academy and another called New View. They both use kind of self-guided programs for the children. With Acton Academy, they're able to keep the cost down to about $10,000 a year per student, which I think is a remarkable feat. The New View School is right down the street from MIT. They use a lot of 3D printers and other kinds of technology for their students, and they will have people from MIT come down and speak with the students on a regular basis. So these students are really getting a tremendous education from that school as well. With my college experience following homeschool, some of the things that I faced as a small challenge were that my transcripts were questioned. So for me, I was very lucky and my college accepted them, but I had friends who applied to colleges who would not accept their transcripts or would request some kind of ridiculous amount of effort on their part. And a couple of my friends actually gave up trying to go to college and just went into the workforce, which is another way that our education as homeschoolers really was very beneficial because we had a lot of hands-on education and apprentice type like education through things like following a mechanic around, following around someone in horticulture. I had a lot of very varied experiences that taught me a lot of practical skills. And so had I chosen, I could have gone out into the workforce immediately, but I chose to go on for more pursuits into the medical field, actually. So my adaptation was really pretty flawless. There was no difficulty there for me. Some homeschoolers do struggle to adapt, and some from small schools and micro schools will struggle as well. But I found no difficulty whatsoever. The coursework was not overly complicated. I found it to be easier than what my school system was that my parents had used. Let's see. So one of the benefits of alt schools and micro schools is that they can adapt to a more natural environment for the child. They can incorporate outdoor activities. They can let the child move, sit on the floor, sit on a ball. There are a lot of different ways that they can adapt that a typical public school classroom cannot, and they can allow for a much more natural environment. I believe that students are better served in these small scale settings, and I believe that they are very beneficial to the students on many levels, not just an educational one. So, in closing, I would like to say that I found that the small scale school setting worked very well for me and for my siblings. None of my siblings struggled to find career paths that suited them. My brother went directly into college as soon as he graduated and had absolutely no problem there. But as far as my sisters went, they chose to go directly into the workforce and they have succeeded there. Both of them run a small business. So in my experience, the small classroom has been a true benefit to all of us. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching. Bye bye.